Roblox Spray Paint has undergone quite a significant update, and I just wanted to give like a mini tutorial on the new features. So let's start off with a fun one first, the pixel art mode. As you can see, there is now a grid icon on the bottom left, and when you select it, your brush turns into like this grid pattern, and look how easy it is to make pixel art now. And of course you can make the grid size bigger or smaller, and it will make the brush bigger or smaller. Another good tip is, I know a lot of you guys, when you make artwork, you want to put down a base color first, and you can see how easy it is and more organized it is to use the pixel brush to get that quick base color down. And when you want to erase some of the pixel art you're doing, remember to always click back on that pixel brush because you won't switch back to it automatically from the eraser. You may notice the different brushes that I was using. All we had to do is click on the brush shape itself. There was only the circle and the square, but now they have a triangle brush. Another interesting feature is when you press this up arrow, it will reveal the rotation options, and setting it to random, it will make the direction of your brush strokes randomized, and you can see it mostly with the triangle brush here. And you might have noticed a really interesting rainbow effect. These are one of the Game Pass brushes that were updated visually. This goes for Chrome as well, and you can see Chrome has a lot more of an interesting galaxy look to it during nighttime mode, and in daytime mode it's just like the regular clouds like before. And of course the rainbow brush now has this very interesting flowy RGB effect to it now. The eraser has also been updated visually with sound effects. And now for the free cam mode. Before it used to be a keybind, but now it's actually just a camera button on the top right of the screen. The controls are WASD to move around. Pressing Ctrl will go down, and pressing space will move it up. Holding shift while moving around speeds up the camera movement. Scrolling up will zoom in the FOV, and scrolling down will zoom out the FOV. And if you want to take pictures of your artwork, you can press Alt and that will get rid of the UI, and pressing Alt again will bring it back. Pressing the camera again will bring your camera back to normal. Now let's cover this button here, starting with the settings first. I'm just going to be covering the new implementations, so let's start with the decoration. This basically disables the greenery around the area. You can see there on the top left. The icon next to the settings is the stats, and clicking on this, it shows all the self-explanatory information, stuff about the server age, the paint count for that server, your frame rate and ping, and all those bits of information that you might need to know. Let's go over the highlighter icon. So this is used for reporting players, so if you see a suspected griefer who's making a mess or being inappropriate, hovering over their spray paint, it will come up with a username, it will highlight all their spray paints. And what you do is take a print screen, you then hold onto that image, and when you get into Roblox Spray Paint server, there's a how to report channel there, and it gives you instructions on how to use that print screen to report. A quick tip about the chat, you can type /, it will come up with all the commands that you might want to execute. Let's move on to things you might want to use in public servers. So if you just really want to get rid of that griefer's spray paint stuff, it's as simple as hovering over their spray paint and pressing C. And liking other users' artwork is also very simple, just hover over their artwork and then just double click on them. And if you want to unhide artwork from other people, just go up to the usernames on the top right and go through the names and click on the eye icon. And guys, we can finally rejoice. Public servers now have a saving option. On the top right, you can see the saving button. Clicking on it will bring up this small page here. You can click create new, name the artwork whatever you like, and clicking create will actually give you a save slot. And the overwrite button here just means if you've added additional details, you can just click overwrite and it will save onto the artwork. However, if you do have multiple saves, unfortunately you can't load them on the public server. So let's say you already have one thing drawn up in a public server, you can't go in and load the other thing you had saved. You can only do loading stuff on private servers. That should cover all the major noticeable updates in Roblox Spray Paint. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.